Hello everyone, my name is Appleguy, and welcome back to the episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. In the previous video, we entered a Dragon Roost Cavern, the first dungeon of the game. We got about halfway-ish, and in today's episode we're going to be going the other half of the way, or at least I plan to. Maybe not to fight the boss, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, let's see, I think we came through that door right behind us in the previous episode, so now we can go across over here and go into here. Yeah, this room looks entirely new, and the door will lock behind us. That is generally a good sign that we are in a new place, is when it's saying, hey, you can't leave yet. You have to stay. Okay, what do we get here? Joy Pendant? Awesome. I actually didn't know we were going to get a Joy Pendant. That was quite the surprise. So as you can see, there's a torch over here that is lit, but there is a torch next to it that is unlit. That is not superb. We have some sticks in this corner of the room. A big pot of 2 sticks, and we can chuck them against the floor, and that'll grant us access to the sticks. I don't know if these are Deku sticks or just random sticks. Deku sticks, of course, were featured in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time as a prominent item for young Link to use, or child Link, or however you want to call that. So this is Toon Link, though. We've mentioned that in a previous video. In here we get a treasure chart. Perfect. That is good to have, but we're still trapped, aren't we? Yeah, we are. I wonder how we can remedy that. How would you remedy being absolutely trapped? There's lots of different things we can do. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to break all the pots. You ever know people who had to like do stuff like that in a video game where they couldn't leave until everything was done? I used to play Lego Star Wars with my dad. Hey, you were hiding in the pottery, and he would always have to pick up all the coins because he was trying to get True Jedi in Lego Star Wars, and of course, admirable to try, but I mean it's a little tricky. But yeah, I'd want to get to the end of the level, and he'd be like, "Hold on, I gotta collect coins." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" So I'd have to wait, and he would like, do all the different puzzles and whatnots, and the force grabbing and 1,000 other things. Here we go. So by the way, I wasn't breaking the pots for no reason. Wait, can I get this guy to fall down? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you have to break all the pots because there are some secret bokoblins. They are hidden enemies, and in order to leave the room, there have to be no enemies. There we go. So if you aren't in the mood to get treasure chests or treasure charts and you're playing along, you don't have to do the lighting of the Deku stick thing. Solely just to get the treasure chart. Of course, I am trying to collect all the treasure charts, so we will do our best. Hey, this is an enemy we are about to see a whole ton. I don't know its exact name. Actually, I don't remember its exact name. Like a Moldova, I think? That's a country. Moldova is a country. What is those guys' names? I have to check. I need to know what their names are. It's gonna bother me if I don't know. I'm gonna check. The name for them is Magtail, M-A-G-T-A-I-L, in reference to their fiery tail. If we throw a bottle of water onto or a jug of water onto this, we can make a obsidian platform that will rise with the eruption and take us to the next layer, which is a very convenient way to make a quick elevator. Now, generally, obsidian, of course, can't be moved by such means, but that's okay. Hey, if we look over there, that's the boss door. There's another Magtail as well. We can't cross here, though, at least not right now. We're lacking some supplies of the water bottle variety. However, we can use this bomb flower over here to grab some items. There is the ever so important... Oh, I just rolled into the fire. There's the ever so important cauldron. Cauldron, of course, allows us to teleport around. We found that out in the previous video. That is the third and final cauldron. It is the one for the end of the dungeon. So in case you, ready to beat the boss, but you just have to go and, I don't know, eat dinner, feed your dog, water your lawn, mow the lawn, take out the trash, anything of that sort, you got time. You can save the game and come back later. Hey, that's the Great Valoo in his anger. He's, of course, in a very mad state. It kind of sounds like he's glitching, but he's not. He's just that angry. His, anger animation just plays over and over again. Medley. You were like 20 feet in front of us. How'd you get captured? Well, it's gonna be our job to save her, of course, because we are Link and she is trapped. Here we go. Spin attack just to clean these gents up. They are, of course, Bokoblins of the green variety. These people have a sword and a shield, but now they have nothing because I won. However, the fight is not over. That Kargarok is going to swoop in and drop off a Moblin. The Moblin will do its best to defeat us. This is our first time encountering a Moblin. I believe that we can actually fight. Okay, I was really trying to get the parry to pop up. Am I not? Is there no parry opportunity for Moblins? I feel like they'd be perfect for the parry. Oh, maybe that's parryable. We can also pick up the Moblin's weapon, in case you were wondering. It is a huge weapon, though. So it's a little difficult to get, like, an attack down, but it is possible. And we can defeat it with its own weapon. Which I think is pretty funny, actually. The irony of being defeated by your own weapon. That's pretty immense. Alright. Hello, Medley. Link, you came to rescue me. Oh, thank you. I have to tell you what I found out. This is terrible. Some creature's doing awful things to the Great Valu's tail. That's why he's so angry. What good timing. The Great Valu's tail hangs down into the room right below here. There's gotta be something in there. I wonder if those mean monsters who captured me have something to do with it. We've got to do something. Now, before it's too late. I'll go ahead and tell everyone what's happening. Here, Link, use this to get out of here. It's what I used to get this far. It's a device we Rito used before we evolved wings. Ladies and gentlemen, our very first dungeon item, the Grappling Hook. This item was used by the Rito people before they had wings. Set it to YXR on the item screen and then press the button to aim. Use this item to latch onto anything with a glowing mark on it. You can even use it to haul things up from the seafloor while on your boat. Here, Link, climb up on that little ledge so I can show you something. We will. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our very first dungeon item. We can go ahead and equip it to put it on Y. And this is going to allow us to do a whole ton of things, both inside and outside the dungeon. If you ever come across, I can explain this better than Medley. If you come across these ledges, we can activate the grappling hook, grab on, and swing across. We can totally be like Indiana Jones and his iconic whip. I did not mean to throw bait. I pressed X instead of Y. I just wasted like 10 rupees, but that's fine. Perfect. So with this in mind, there is a lot of things we have access to now. For one, we don't have to go back in that room we just came out of. That is the door for the room outside the boss room. We can, as you see, swing all the way back down to the start. And anytime we see a ledge, we can grab onto it. Now, another thing worth mentioning is we can now use this to pick up the treasure from treasure charts. It's entirely possible. All you need to do is use this item while you are out on the boat. And you can sort of swing a hook over the ledge. And you have access to all sorts of things. This guy fell. I also fell. But did you see what was down there by any chance? Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is actually an instance where we want to cause the rope bridge to fall. I'm going to go ahead and just defeat this Bokoblin here, just for fun. This one too. And then we're going to break it. And, oh, nope, so we're going to need to break this one as well. As you can see, it will cause a treasure chest to spawn when the Bokoblins are defeated. And in order to get that treasure chest, well, Geronimo. We just have to fall all the way down. That's a very fun way of solving a puzzle. We get a joy pendant, a nice little item to have, and we can also cross back into this room over here. Alright. Now this area is not probably familiar to you, but this is the area above the center room of the dungeon. You can see the blue pot over there, and this is basically the second room of the dungeon. If we drop this all the way down, we have a shortcut to get from the first floor back up here to the third floor. And that's pretty neat to have. We of course had the cauldron there if we needed to move smaller distances, but this one lets us move some bigger ones. Here we have some jumping to do and some climbing. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the dungeon map really quickly just so I can show you guys. We still have some chests to open. We have a chest here, and we have two chests there actually, two chests outside of the boss room, and that's it. So there's 4 chests remaining. We're going to open them all. We don't know what could be inside of any of them. So we're going to pay very good attention to all these things. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Well, if we take out our grappling hook and look up, you can see that there is a place to grapple onto. We can grapple on and swing, and it will actually act as like a little pull lever. So once we pull down, we can then hop off backwards and go through the previously locked door. Once again, there is another area here. This one is at an angle, however, which allows us to demonstrate something pretty cool. While here, Link can cancel out his momentum. Oh, I'm trying to cancel out my momentum. I'm not really... Oh, stop. There we go. And we can reposition and swing again. So this will allow us to change the way we are going. Instead of swinging directly across now, we're swinging with some momentum in this direction. And we can move. Let me go ahead and see. Yeah, there was nothing in that area. Okay. Here we are. And once again, we can grab our handy dandy grappling hook and swing over. Perfect. Now if we go down here, there is actually a very large chest here, and there's another magtail. Something about magtails I didn't get to show off is, well, we need to get this guy to come a little bit closer. There we go. If you defeat a magtail, it will go into this state where you can actually pick it up, and you can use it as a weight on switches. If we stand here, the fire will go down, but if we stand off, the fire will come back. So we're going to need to use this magtail as like a temporary paperweight, assuming it's like on properly, which it doesn't look to be. Maybe? Okay. Is that on? Why are you not happy with it? I almost said why are you not proud? Okay. So it's a little bit picky. Open up magtail. Okay, come forward a little bit. There you go. You're like in the wall. There we go. Disable it, and hey, the chest, the fire on the chest went down. Okay, so pick this, okay, yikes. Alright, pick it up, walk over here, and set it down. There we go. It has to be standing on it, not us, and this will allow us to open our very first big chest of the dungeon, or of the game, actually. There's only one big chest here. And we get a big key. Use it to gain entrance to the room where the dungeon's boss lurks. View the map screen and see for yourself. So technically, we are able to straight up abandon this dungeon now. We are capable of leaving, and we will not have to, Oh, that's a fire keys. The keys that has been lit on fire. Somehow in this universe, bats can survive not only extreme temperatures, but also, like, the extreme temperatures of the area around them. They survive the extreme temperatures of literally being lit on fire. So that's pretty impressive. We could fight the boss just right now, but we have chests to go get. There's one chest we need to go and get that is out of the way, and there's one or two that are actually right where we need to be. So it's very convenient. There we go. We got to defeat this keys as well. Pick up that heart. All right. And we can grab this. And we can change our direction once again. You can also climb up and slide down in the stopped mode if you so choose, if you want to gain or lose slack there on your rope. It's easier to swing bigger distance the more slack you have, but we will be fine here just using small little place of the rope. And of course, if you need like more... Oh shoot, okay, actually, what do I want to do here? I want to defeat this keys. Okay. If you need a little bit of like a boost, and this goes for anything in the game, any sort of like falling or anything like that, you can always get your little boost from using the jump slash technique. So we need to go back to the first floor and then go into the area that we have the chest missing. So we're going to return to the first floor. I think the easiest way to do that, would that be cauldrons? I think it might be using the cauldrons. We're going to use the cauldrons to get around. Anyway, the jump slash is a very useful technique, has been a useful technique in many Zelda games for just getting a little bit of extra distance in case you need it. It's something I'm going to probably be using a whole lot throughout the game, and I've actually been using it thus far. Maybe you have noticed it, maybe you have not. So before we go, we're going to go back to where the boss door is. You can hear Valoo again. It sounds like he's sneezing. Alright, let's go ahead and get into here. Oh, I guess I should mention, with this item, the grappling hook, it allows you to enter first-person mode. And there's a very famous glitch called item sliding, which involves going into first-person mode. So if you know how to item slide, this is the very first time you can item slide. I don't think there's any item thus far that would allow you to have done that. So yeah, grappling hook to item slide. If you're someone who can item slide. I cannot item slide, but maybe I'll learn and showcase it in like a bonus video or something. So I just went back into the cauldrons, and we're here in the first room of the dungeon. Now we're here in the second room of the dungeon. You can see that's where we just were. And we need to go over here through this door and then cross to the right. And previously we were unable to access this because we could not swing across. Now we can though, and we can collect the item that is in here. So a very nice little way to remind you like, hey, go back and check what you gotta get. It's of course another treasure chart, which is very awesome. Just a nice little thing to have. We are collecting as many treasure charts as we can, which is gonna be all of them in the game. And then once we're back out on the Great Sea, we're gonna have access to a ton of treasure goodies that we've gotten from our hard work and dedication of opening up a bunch of random chests. We're gonna hop back into the cauldron now and take us to the yellow fumes, I believe. I believe green in this one is the entrance, blue is like the midway point, and then we can use the final one to take us to the last room, the boss room. Let's go ahead and drop down, and we will pop back out. Huzzah! Alright, so what we can do is use our grappling hook to swing across. There's a magtail here, which we can deal with as soon as it opens its mouth. Or we can also just ignore it. That works too. We got a Knight's Crest. Knight's Crest is again another item we're going to be collecting. All who are skilled in the ways of the sword will know the value of a crest such as this. Very good. And also we can get Yellow Rupee for 10 rupees, which brings our rupee total almost to max. Not quite, but almost. Oh yeah, you can use this in combat too, by the way. It's going to be very useful because, well, I was going to wait to show this off, but I guess I can explain it now. If you use the... there we go. Oh, I barely poked him. If you use the... What am I trying to say? Oh, I just threw him in the lava. If you use the grappling hook while you are in combat, you can actually go ahead and grab the items such as like a joy pendant or golden feathers off a Kargarok directly off of an enemy. So you don't have to defeat them and risk losing the item. You can get it for 100% chance. In this pot is a fairy. When your life energy runs out and you collapse from exhaustion, the fairy will replenish your strength. So basically that counts as like an extra life. If Link were to lose all 3 of his hearts right now, we could totally just get a revive and continue going. That is going to be it for this video though. In the next episode we're going to be entering this big door here. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when we get my videos around. I'll catch you guys all back here next time for the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. Until then, as always, take care.